why they call me bad company. I won't deny. Bad company till the day I die. Bad company, I won't deny. Bad company till the day I die. Until the day I die. Until the day I die. Until the day I die. Until
Peter Bill made a guitar, well, you know I'd be a star. The chicken pig like a whaling did, and honky tonks and bar. I'd find the chords and a brand new style. I'd drive all the little fat girls wild, and the strings wouldn't break if I played it hard. Peter Bill made a guitar, cause the Peter Bill is written on. You know I am its master. I don't care if it's upside down, inside out or back. Then I wrap my calloused hands around that big red oval band. It's like I've become a brand new man.
Okay, we're going. Good morning, everybody. I'm Wayne Campbell.
And I'm Sheila Campbell.
And this is your morning drive with the driver's side. Good morning, people.
Morning, babe.
It's a great day, isn't it? Great day to be
It is a
alive.
great day.
It is. We're here this morning again. It
Yeah.
feels good today. Yesterday was a great day. Of course, a great turnout, like every day. So let's start off with thanking them.
Yeah.
Because
Good
without
morning.
you,
Thank
we
you.
are nothing. Yes, you're going to see Wayne calming down a little bit and finally pulling it together.
Good.
Because, well, if I don't, then it's just chaos, and I'm tired of chaos. My chaos does not create cash.
Right.
It creates headache and pain and heartache.
And Mars may run out of Snickers.
Mars may run out of Snickers. What is it? Oh, seriously. You know what?
Isn't that
What?
Mars who makes the Snicker bar?
You know what? Just pull it out now. What's your Snicker boss? Let's go to good mornings, and then we'll get the show started. We got trucking news. Yeah. We've got, what else do we got?
Right. And the trucking and national news is going to.
Well, we got 37 people and one like. That's where we're going to start with you guys. It's hump day. Get to work. Start tapping buttons. Let's go to work over here. John Hall, Charles,
morning,
Mike,
everyone.
Judy, Phil, Dennis,
yeah.
and Susan. Good morning, Susan. What a great conversation that was yesterday.
That was.
So let's get that started. What do you got coming up for the driver's side this week alone? Because it is hump day. We're making that turn for the positive.
I know.
And I'm happy about that.
It's my favorite. It's my favorite part of the week is the Throwback Thursday and the Feel Good Friday. And Throwback Thursday is going to be pretty cool.
Breaker 19. Did you say throwback, ma'am?
Throwback.
Get it.
It's going to be pretty cool tomorrow. On Throwback Thursday, we are going to be doing the history of women in trucking. And we're going to have several lady drivers on with us tomorrow. So I'm super excited. The women are excited. It's going to be great.
I'm excited.
It's going to be great.
I'm
going to be like the Saturday night panel show. Sorry.
Can I get a word in now?
With women. No, because we're talking about the women, and I'm excited.
Well, that's true.
We need to incorporate more women.
Well, you said it. I'm trying to get a word in, and you said, no, you're talking about women.
Oh, sorry.
So, there we go. I get it.
I'm sorry.
Get it. Breaker 19. Remember, they stick together. They stick together. What the trucking industry maybe should start learning to do. Get it. All right, let's get it. Justin Perez, thank you. Real quick, Justin, I want to thank you because what happened yesterday is I want to say it was with Susan. No, it wasn't Susan. It was another. We had the conversation with
Brittany.
Ely. No, the other lady. Ellie?
Oh, yeah.
The Smiths.
Ellie. Yeah.
Okay, all 48 flatbedders.
Yeah.
She's been in the industry for a long time. But, we're talking, and she's on Facebook. She's got a group. I think it's flatbedders, all 48 flatbedders, something like that. I don't want to put it out there. I'll let her do that. I'll let her promote herself on the show tomorrow. But come to find out, I met her. It was through Justin, this dude right here that's up on your screen right here. Says, good morning, my friends. No, good morning, my friend, because you actually helped put the panel together.
Yeah.
For Throwback Thursday for the women.
Yeah.
And it's a guy that actually, Justin Pomerantz, is from my childhood.
Yeah.
So you actually helped me and help my wife, which makes my life better. Thank you.
Yeah.
Seriously,
It
you know, I
really
mean,
is.
a happy wife, happy life. Get it, right? You know, it's hard saying out of the doghouse. You know what I'm saying? I am out of the doghouse, right?
You haven't been in the doghouse in a while.
Oh, stop it. The bull crap. Here it comes.
No.
Okay, trucking news. We got regular news. We got trucking news. And then we have a topic. What's our topic today?
Respect. Respect.
Get it.
That's what it is. Respect.
Breaker 19. We have respect coming down the line. Whoa, driver, what is that?
Right.
What are you trying to stop? What, did you say respect?
Yeah.
Did you realize what industry you're in? Get it.
We had a great post that went out on our Facebook group, and we're going to go off of that post, and it had to do with respect within the industry, but we're going to take it that it incorporates just in general as well. We are going to be highlighting as far as respect within the industry, but in general. So that's going to be the main topic.
Good morning, Gary. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Keith Becker. Good morning to all you drivers. I appreciate you, but I want to touch on what you said. You said the group. So the driver's side has a page and a group.
Yeah.
Page is 21,000 strong because of you. The group is about 1,600 strong. But here's what I would like. Here's what me personally, what I would like to see from the group, that either I do a live or we do a live once a week, just within the group, or twice a week.
Mhm.
We go to the group and we get with the drivers and we produce episodes through the drivers.
Right.
So that way it's driver driven completely.
Right.
Without any underlining alternative motive. Because what happens is when we build it, they will come, just like casting it, crack, and feel the dreams. Point being is, if we build a platform, if we build the platform together that produces good quality shows for the trucking industry, we don't have to worry about anything, because they'll come and they'll bump up against us as far as advertisements and stuff like that. That's just the reality of how this works. And I feel the transparency within this program needs to be very clear.
Yeah.
Very clear. And
we
go ahead.
appreciate it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
And I appreciate it too, but I think that producing shows through the driver side group, would actually create content that's trucker worthy, that people want to share, people want to like, and they push it out.
Right, because it's from the drivers.
Because it's from the drivers. You know, we got a great show this morning, which is basically from the drivers. It's from Toby Blevins.
Yeah.
Did I say it right?
I think so.
I actually said it right. I usually call him Belvins or Blevins.
No, you say Belvins normally, but it's Blevins.
Is it Blevins?
Yeah.
Or is it Belvins?
Blevins.
I think it's Belvins.
It is not. It's
Oh,
Blevins.
regardless. Chris.
Mutilate everyone's names. And we
Good morning,
apologize.
Chris. Good morning, Ronald, Lonnie Ray. Good
Morning.
morning, and that heavy holler, Shelly Kane Richardson. All right, where are we at? You have notes. I got
I
them.
do.
Oh, here we go. I got little noties too.
No, that's just our flow.
Well, that's mine, basically, which is my notes, because
Right.
you got to just write little points for me.
Right.
She's got paragraphs.
All right. So, guys, we're just going to jump right on into the trucking news here, which is going to incorporate with national news, because it just has to do with, okay.
Well, wait, before we jump into the news, remember, guys, Trucks with Room to Spare is always looking for drivers.
That's true.
You know, if you want to feel good in your career today and you're looking to help out and just be some kind of relief to somebody,
Right.
check out Trucks with Room to Spare. They haul natural disaster relief goods into natural disaster hit areas. So, guys, please check out Trucks with Room to Spare. And, well, let's not forget the driver's side, too, right? Don't we have shirts and hats? Which we'll talk about later. I hate that. I don't, and I know. I know. And
If you've got your flicky fingers going and
I got flicky fingers. I'm ready to go. This chick's still here.
Oh.
Anyways, let's get into the morning show. But good morning, everybody. Thank you. We forgot something. Trucks with Room to Spare. Where it's promos. Okay, promo. Shelly got that. Promo Thursday show. The women tomorrow. Be here or be square. And don't forget Saturdays.
He's all over.
I am all over. Let me slow down.
Yeah, I don't know.
Snicker bar. Take it away, honey. And now you're trucking news.
In the trucking news, guys, we're going to be doing trucking
Breaker
news
19. Now you're trucking news.
and national at the same time. I was looking, and here's what happened. So once again, I'm going through the news. Although, you know what? I do want to bring something out.
Now you're everywhere.
It does have to do with
Oh,
news.
Jesus Christ, can we get a good show out?
One of the sources that we kind of go through a lot of times, it doesn't seem to be out there anymore. Anyways,
I think there's underlining stuff behind that. I think that there's a media outlet that produces articles and stuff like that for the trucking industry. They have yet, but see, they go through that every once in a while.
Okay.
Well, things in the trucking industry need to change. The thing is, they haven't changed, and they changed for the worse. So there's really not much for them to write about.
Well, so I agree with you.
You're everywhere, baby. Get it together.
So CDL Life just had a bunch of mumbo jumbo as far as that again. I mean, it was just basically truck drivers facing extradition for assault of a minor. There was people that were arrested for blocking the freeway. That wasn't that too exciting.
Wait, no, stop. Blocking the freeway is illegal. If you're teaching your kids to play in the street, don't do that because they will get hit by semi-trucks.
Yeah, they blocked the freeway and they got arrested for it. So
Good.
Yeah,
They need to start arresting them more.
Right.
Stop interfering with these men's and women's workspace. I don't understand. This is their workspace. Truck drivers don't go into your cubicles and say, stop, just stop. Give me your paperwork.
What?
And then leave. I'm talking about people that go and block the roads. It pisses me off because truck drivers don't go into these offices and start throwing your paperwork everywhere and start pushing you and banging on your desk going, what do you think? We want rights. We want... No, the drivers are just trying to do their job.
I get that.
I'm sorry. I'm animated.
Yeah, you are.
It pisses me off to no end that these people are going out, playing in the streets, blocking highways, ripping... Leave these truckers alone. You know, just 3 weeks ago, you're like, oh, we love you. Or 3 months ago, you brought us our groceries and stuff like that. Yay, you're essential. But we're not going to pay you essentially. We're going to go back to treating you like shit in a couple weeks.
Right.
I just don't understand that. This is their workspace.
Well, because they don't
These
care.
drivers
they don't have regard for it.
I get it. They don't go into other people's offices and tear up their desks or, you know, it makes no sense. Blocking highways makes no sense. You're only going to get killed.
Correct.
I need to shut up.
And that's why it's illegal. And that's why
we're going to use the CB right now and shut Wayne up and let her do her news, Wayne.
All right, you guys.
Copy that, driver.
We've got the news is going to be based around the trucking economy, okay, and with the stimulus that's going on. So we've got the national and in as far as your trucking news because it does coincide together.
It does.
So basically, guys, we're going out. It was 3 different articles, and it's all going to kind of join together within 3 different articles out of transport topics into one. So it's all going to be kind of paraphrased. But it's the trucking economy outpaces U.S. economy as capacity tightens. That meaning that your guys' industry right now is booming, okay? And a lot of it in sections. Some of it is not so good, okay? Others is doing really well, okay? But because of the stimulus, basically, or lack thereof, they're not sure basically how that's going to stay and if it's going to continue in that way or if we're going to start seeing a downcline. Okay, so tight capacity and driver shortage push contract and spot rates higher across vans, flatbeds, and reefer trucks.
Did I hear rates going up? Is that what I...
Right. And those for vans, flatbeds, and reefer trucks.
Hopefully they stay there.
Right. There were undetermined number of fleets that had closed early because of COVID-19, and a lot of those continuing to operate are likely running with fewer trucks, okay? E-commerce is expected to be at a record high level during the holidays, which is where the system is the strongest right now, okay? The strongest right now is in e-commerce.
Right, of course.
Right.
And we see, and we'll touch on that here in a minute. I got a video from Home Depot.
Right.
Because things are booming.
Right.
Things are booming.
Right. This is where it's coinciding.
And it's not good what Home Depot has decided to do. I'm not happy with it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Right. So U.S. economy runs risk of slowing considerably as the White House and Congress have been unable to reach an agreement on the new stimulus bill. Okay. It means that if they're not getting money and the country's still hurting, then they're not spending money. Okay. It means that they're going to hoard on to whatever.
Well, you know what?
Can
we talk about that real quick? Can we talk about the stimulus packages and stuff like that? Can we just touch on that real quick, or do you want to finish?
No, that's okay. Go ahead.
Because I think you touch on the stimulus package, and here's my issue with that. These drivers, these men and women, they've been out there the whole time.
Right.
They've been out there the whole time. People got sent home, got paid, got $1,200. Some got $1,000 a week. Some people, your stimulus packages and all that. Where's their stimulus pay? Where's their drivers? They got put on a pedestal of being essential and this and that. People got extra money on unemployment. These guys got nothing. They literally got nothing. What does that do to an industry that's out there doing everything they can to make sure everybody everybody has what they need, essentially.
Right.
But then nothing comes along, essential pay or anything like that. I just don't feel that the lookout for the driver, again, was taken into consideration. And I feel like it caused a toxicity within this industry, which is in general, some of the general public.
Right. Well,
okay, kind of like the black eye that trucking has had forever. But kind of like the trucking industry is going, dude, you guys aren't working. We're out here busting our ass.
Right.
You guys are sitting at home, and these people start looking at it going, what the fuck? Don't give them nothing. Get back to work. We've been out here the whole time. I just feel like something needs to, it's again, the importance of the respect and the appreciation of the driver is lacking.
And I agree. And whether they see it or not in certain sectors during that time when it all first happened, during the pandemic when it first did happen, some of these trucking companies did feel it. And some of them did close. They weren't able to survive through it because pretty much everything that was going through at that time was just for relief. Right. So just that stuff was going in only certain sectors. There was a lot of slowdown. Some of the companies weren't able to, and a lot of companies had to apply for financial aid and help, which was a disaster.
Right here, Sheila. Right here. Read that one. Let's go to Mark Hicks. Okay. I-Haul shipper foundations and construction sites are booming right now.
Right.
You touched on it yesterday, and I don't want to, because there's sectors that are booming and sectors that are dying, because then you got Glenn down here that says, stimulus pay, ? Shit, they cut the rates on the most important people out here.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So you have boom here, you have cutthroat here.
Right.
What the hell?
Right.
Not okay.
Well, and as we saw in there, as we saw, remember, we know drivers that during that, the car haulers, when that was going on, because no one was buying cars, everything was cut. So the car haulers were really down,
But Renee Anderson, let's not forget the good that the trucking, that a owner of a company did for a driver.
Right.
Not just that, is he bought her out, he gave her truck. He bought out her remaining balance on her truck, and he gave her truck when he had to let her go.
Right.
Because she was so good to that company.
Right.
That he did not want to send that driver out there struggling.
Right.
So he paid off her truck.
Yeah.
And then she rolled right over to Hallahan Transport. Right. Shout out to Renee and all you guys out there. That's awesome.
Right.
I don't want those stories to get thrown to the wayside. Because we're here to uplift. We're here to uplift, and I brought this industry down long enough myself.
Well, you know what? And that's going to bring up a good point. We're going to segue a tiny bit here because we want to thank you guys. You guys have been incredible. Anytime, the response. Anytime that we have mentioned that one of you drivers had gotten laid off, man, you guys out there have responded so quickly for the other ones to get a hold of them, to get a hold of you if you knew of a job or could give them a job. And we really appreciate that, really.
It's the brother and sisterhood.
It is.
It's the brother and sisterhood.
You guys have stepped up in like incredible ways. So kudos to you guys. So seriously, that's awesome. But so back to that. So anyways, yes. So what happens is, so we saw the lag and then
freight,
all of a sudden,
we saw the lag in the freight. We saw the honking. Like he said, cut rates. We saw drivers up in Washington, uniting and trying to, and got the president's attention.
Right. But what happened is that there were some trucking companies that got aid that was offered through the stimulus, to help them pay their employees.
And in the midst of all this, you had the PPP.
Right.
You had all these reliefs that go out that did get it.
Right, that did.
Not
which
everybody
was a nightmare
got it.
because it was really difficult to get the programs that they had, and that was just a chaos and a kind of a shit show that went down. Excuse my language on there, but it was. However, that some of these companies did get it, that was able to keep some drivers on during those slow times. And we saw kind of the rise. Things kind of turned, and as people were doing more home construction, that they were doing stuff at home, there was a boom that was going on. Okay, so now we're here months later, and there's a lot of brick and mortar places though that as time has gone on, and that the economy has not recovering as fast as that they would like it, they're being forced to close down. And when those happen,
or they're shifting gears into other directions.
Right. Okay. When that happens, obviously it affects the trucking industry.
Everything
because that
affects the trucking industry.
Like right now. Okay. So in here, so they were talking about it as far as...
We'll get to your comments here in a second.
So it says parts of the economy are doing very well. E-commerce, home improvement, residential construction, while still other parts are doing atrociously. Travel, tourism, entertainment, and services. Okay, so any of the drivers who were delivering or doing those type of services,
trade shows and concerts alone, guys. Let's just go trade shows, concerts alone. Stagecoach, all those companies and stuff like that gone. Not gone, but where are they now?
Right.
Because concerts are pretty much going virtual.
Right.
Truck shows are going virtual.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You're losing attendance. You're losing freight going into areas that cater to these crowds, that cater to these sporting events, all that stuff. Trade shows, conventions. Las Vegas, Nevada is still yet to even start to see the light of day again.
Right. And I agree. And again, we had a driver who's also a friend of ours who does heavy haul construction equipment, who is still going, but had to find different means.
Well, hopefully
that went down.
Hopefully Saturday, because not just Brandon with Scott's heavy haul, but also Breaker 19, Jeremy Harless with Rig Rider.
Right.
Got him. He went through this transition as a young guy in the industry. Right. Taking on all this responsibility in the midst of a pandemic and worrying about freight and this and that. Mm-hmm. And bam, here he is saying, like, share, that's important, get the news out. Thank you, Jeremy. But right there, we just need to reach right where we're within the circle we have, because the weird thing is we're growing so big, I don't want this circle that we have now to go away.
No.
Okay, so I want to get with Jeremy Harless this weekend and stuff like that. And even Toby Blevins, helped out this week. But even like people like him, grabbing a post from like Toby, it has to come from these guys. So, but Jerry Harless, the midst of the pandemic, going through it, starting a company, running a company, and now here you are. A lot of people got relief. I know Harless didn't get relief, but he's still pushing through.
Right.
Okay.
Right. I mean, you guys have been really resourceful, and there's been ways that you guys have been hanging on, and some of you have seen a good increase as far as your business, while other sectors of the trucking industry have not.
Correct. And that's my point right there. Others haven't.
Right.
Okay. People got the PPP. Some didn't. The ones that did are running out, and they're going, oh boy, what are we going to do now? We thought we'd be through this by now. I thought this pandemic would be over, and now you're up there fighting on a stimulus package. It's not just the people that need the stimulus, also businesses.
Right.
And it's also like the small business. Most of these are small company owners.
Right. And that's the point, is that they're not sure that the longer that the government takes to help out, the more worrisome it is that they're not really they can't really get a grip on what the severity is actually going to be and who's going to be able to hold out. Okay. And that's the bottom line. But it's also affecting states as well. I mean, that do like road construction and stuff too. The states have spent money, their own budgets on certain things, and not able to.
Okay, we need to slow this down, honey, because you're right. Go ahead, finish.
Right, that they haven't been able to finish road projects and stuff that they already had. So now there's legislations that being proposed that they're trying to get basically the federal government to basically pay 100% for fiscal year of 21 and 22. That would give them authority to help out for federally funded projects, so that the road constructions continue on, and that those people don't get laid
Well, it's
off.
also with supply and demand. If your sector has no demand, too many trucks available, and rates drop.
Right.
You got to balance. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I feel like we're dragging this topic on and on and on. We're going blah 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 blah. But like Shelly says, we need to move on to the next topic. We need to get this wrong because we got respect this today, and we have to respect your comments. So let's go over to comments. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to rush you, but I feel like we're lagging.
Okay. Well, that was pretty much it. That's just what's in the news. It was transport topics.
And if I'm wrong, just comment and say, "Shut up, Wayne. Let Sheila do her job."
It's okay. I'm a lot slower than he is, and that's okay. And I'm trying to
pull that brake. Sorry. You look scared.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what you're doing over there. Pull what brake?
I need to slow down. I need to drop a gear and let you have this floor because I may think it's fault failing, but they may not.
Okay, well, let me explain
Please.
Okay, these are my paraphrased. Okay, paraphrased.
Right.
in three different articles. So it takes me a minute to try to get through and get it all in there.
I need to make sure that happens because we have to respect that.
Right.
But I need to make sure also
I don't know. Let's not worry about it. Let's move on. Okay, the bottom line is that even though we're booming right now, it still is not enough to recover the damage that had been done in basically quarter two is what they're saying as far as on there, and that e-commerce is expected to continue to increase. And basically what they're saying is that they're going to be more, and even after the COVID, that the e-commerce is going to continue
it's going to boom.
And that they're going to go.
The switch.
There's going to be more couriers.
We'll get to the
final mile type of drivers and going to that industry.
Seriously? Are you serious? They're gearing up for it. Why don't you just say, look what Home Depot's. But you said it, gearing up.
Yeah.
Right. E-commerce. So that boomed. Now look at the results of Home Depot, robots, Amazon. Oh, great. Here we go. Okay. This is a little too convenient.
Right.
In my opinion.
Right.
It feels like they've pushed us into this section. Mm-hmm. They've choked us out and said, okay, you're going to need this. And you're going to need this type of stuff. And you have to be protected. And you have to do this. And you know what? We're going to get rid of all these employees in the warehouse and just let these robots pull that. That's not okay. That's not okay. Here we go with the displacement of the people. Right. But in the end, I don't want to forget comments and go over here to the comments because here's the deal. Without them, we're nothing. So, but James Skaggs says, and we'll go back to that Home Depot stuff here and we'll get to the respect part of the show. Right. Because I feel like we're everywhere. Help me out here.
We're not. We're gonna go.
Okay, let's go to James Skaggs.
James Simmons.
James Simmons. When this all started, I had to stay out for 3 weeks to make the money that I was making in 2 weeks before. Right. Oh my God.
Right. So some of you are doing like super great. Others were not. And that's the point of it, guys, is that when we talk about the stimulus, we're not trying to go, push something.
Give them money. We need money. Give us free money.
Extra money. Some got an extra $1,200. Some didn't because of tax purposes, blah, blah, blah. But it does affect you. And that's all we're trying to say as far as that. And because the longer that they take, the longer it affects people. The more that people aren't getting help, and that includes businesses, more businesses are going to close. Other things are going to boom and open, and other things are not. So the longer that these people drag their feet, it does affect us all in a whole. It's not just the unemployed out there who don't want to go back to work. Oh, screw them. Have them go back to work. They just want to sit at home and get paid for nothing. That's not the part that we're actually talking about. We're actually talking about the economy in a whole and how it affects you guys. Okay. So with that being said, we're done with that. Obviously, we're going to.
And like Mike Mysteriously said, shut the hell up, Wayne. Respect your wife. Let her speak. Stop interrupting her.
Oh, thanks, Mike. I drag it on. It is a lot, though, guys. This could be a whole show, but
it's a balance, though, honey. It's a balance, and that's what I need from people like Mike, and that's why Mike's so important to me, because he will tell me the truth and say, "Shut the hell up, let your wife speak," because I have a bad habit of that, and I appreciate you, Mike, and thank you. You said please, and here's your please, pal.
Thanks, Mike. That was the summary of it all. You guys know what we're saying as far as that.
Because now you're kind of interrupting me.
Sorry. Okay.
My point being is it's a lack of respect. The whole point of this topic this morning is respect. So
Right.
why don't I just respect you and just go, okay, babe, what do we got this morning?
Well, we're gonna get through weather, and thank goodness it's not that it's not that long. Okay, so we're just gonna breeze. Get it? No pun intended. Breeze weather.
Baba booey. Breaker, Baba
All
booey.
right.
Thank you, driver.
So, guys, we've got gusty winds from the northern Rockies to the plains, which is southeast Montana, Wyoming, western Nebraska, western North Dakota, and western South Dakota, northern Utah, and northwestern Colorado. So you're going to get some good winds in there, okay? Warmer temps over the central and southern plains today, while heat persists in the coastal California area. We got high fire weather threats and red flag warnings in effect for parts of California and central southern plains, at least through today. Okay, so just be careful of that. Winter weather advisory in central Montana and hard freeze warnings in southwestern Idaho and parts of northern Oregon. And that's pretty much as far as the weather. I mean, you guys would know better. You're out on the road. You can tell me what conditions that you are in right now.
I-5 north, southbound and northbound in Salem, Oregon is wide open, guys. All lanes wide clear. Nothing holding you up. No holdups. Get it, driver. Drop a gear and disappear.
He's looking literally out the door at the freeway out there, and there's no fog. The last time we were updated, that it was like foggy as heck out here over in
Weather
the
report in
Pacific.
Salem, Oregon is,
and that is our weather.
and the weather report in Salem, Oregon is drop a gear and disappear.
Right.
Get it.
And that is it.
All right, my dog's outside going to the bathroom is what's happening right now.
Okay.
Okay, so keep going. I got to get her back in.
Oh, you're so
over here.
funny. All right. Let's see. So, guys,
Come on,
we're gonna,
Gemma.
while he's doing that.
Come on, Gemma.
Right. Okay, Alex said,
Gemma,
what is the
let's go.
presidential debate? Guys, we're going to go into a few comments before we go into the respect part. Then we've got Chad up here who says, I had to park my ride and jump on my buddy's flatbed. Thank God he had work. I would have been homeless.
Right.
I
So
know.
real quick,
know.
let's talk about that. That's the scatter. It's the scrambling. It's the scrambling of the industry. Okay, drivers know that they could drop whatever's hooked up to whatever
Right.
wagon they had before. They could change clothes basically, and throw a flatbed or a reefer or a drive-in or RG, whatever.
Right.
They're able to overcome and adapt.
Yeah.
That's the one thing the truck driving and the trucking industry is full of is the driver that can overcome and adapt. The quality driver is what I want to say. And oh God, I saw a video the other day, somebody talking about quality drivers, and it was terrible. It was. I just felt like, it's just, I'm listening to somebody that it's just a gimmick, and they're not actually getting to the core of what makes a quality driver. What is a quality driver? What is the makeup of a quality driver? Is it the clothes they wear? Is it the attitude they have? Is it the way they present themselves? I think it's all in a whole.
I think so too.
Okay, so that's another episode. That is the episode of, is there a driver shortage or is there a quality driver shortage? Which that episode will be. But we're here on respect today, and I got to learn to respect my wife and respect the drivers and respect this platform. Otherwise, I'm just mumbo jumbo. I talked to my pastor yesterday. Let's just be truthful here.
He did.
You know what he said? Remove the hurry from your life. And here I am hurrying. Man, get it. Go, girl.
Yeah.
Where we at? Red Rogers, good morning. Good
Yeah.
to see you. Charles Bundy, exactly, Wayne. What makes a quality driver correct? I don't know, but what makes a heater is heat, and that's not blowing heat, and I need heat right now. All right, let's get it.
Well,
Toby.
I actually have for the show flow that we gone through the comments that if you had clips, that this is where I've scheduled you in for any of your little clips that you want to.
Who
just, like,
clips? Who's clipping?
Flicky fingers.
Flicky fingers over here.
likes to do.
So we can go to a break real quick?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's go to a break real quick. We'll be right back.
You want to know why truckers are so tired all the time? It's because we're overregulated, underappreciated, and mistreated every day. We're tired of missing out on life. Christmases, ball games, anniversaries, hell, even a day at the lake. Tired of missing friends and family. But most of all, We're tired of just being forgotten. That's what hurts the most.
We're so stupid.
But
What is that?
that was a great video. I was able to shoot, and I was able to grab that sound bite and put it to that truck. So I'm not sure where the sound bite came from, but it's an amazing sound. It almost sounds like Empty Pockets, but it's an amazing sound bite. Okay, and we're gonna roll. We're gonna grab a gear and go right into the respect part.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna pull up Toby Belvin's because
Blevins.
Blevins. That clip basically says on how much they're not respected and how much they just want to feel part of life again. Because the one thing that truckers are is they're isolated. They're isolated from the as much as you interact with truckers interact with the regular general public. It's two separate worlds. It's they're isolated in truck stops, parking situations, all the above.
Right.
And they're also harassed. You know, I ran into this clip and,
Right.
and we're talking about respect, and I believe you know, we need to start respecting each other within this industry.
I agree.
But we also, but there's also entities within that monitor this industry and that regulate this industry that also need to respect it.
And I absolutely agree
Okay,
on
so
that. I
let's-
think respect goes all the way around.
So Big J Dub posted this, and he's over on TikTok. Love this driver. This is driver driven. So I go right over and I grab something directly from the driver, and let's go to Big J Dub.
Number one reason why you do not park in an Ohio rest area.
I've referenced this situation in some of my videos and in some of my lives. There really needs to be a law to stop them from doing what they do. I've witnessed it firsthand, them pounding on trucks, waking drivers up first thing in the morning. I've seen them stop drivers that pulled off the road because they need to go in and use the bathroom, and they're stopping and making them come do an inspection before they can use the bathroom. Personally, if I'm going to have to shut down in Ohio, I'll shut down early just so I can make sure I'm in a truck stop. I don't stop in a rest area for any reason. I have absolutely zero respect for the officers that do this. If any of these low-rent meter maids watch my videos, answer me one question. When you go home at night, do you tell your family how you served the community, how you made things better? Or do you tell them the truth? You harass people that worked harder in one day than you have the whole month.
Awkward silence.
Sound awkward signs. You know, there's a lot of
Breaker 19. They need to stop that. We're just trying to get rest so we don't kill nobody. Our job is to be out here as safe as possible. So we need the proper amount of rest without being disturbed as much as possible. So please do not bang on my door. And I believe it's illegal, asshole. Stop it.
Well, and what I love about that is that, I'm pretty sure the sign said rest area. Rest area. I'm resting.
Get it, Snowman.
That's
We need him in office.
just saying. Right. Here's where that leads into respect. That officer has absolutely no respect. Absolutely none. By doing the things that they do and harassing you drivers in those rest areas is showing absolutely no respect for you.
Let's hear from a driver in the seat about that.
Rest areas are usually state-owned, so cops think they can go in there and do just about anything they want. And they also assume that truck drivers and everybody else are uneducated, so no one's going to stand up for their rights. That's why they choose rest areas. You won't see them go into truck stops and pull this very often. See, a truck stop has the right to kick the cops out. Now, why would a truck stop kick the cops out? We have apps like Trucker's Path where people can leave reviews of different truck stops. If DOT comes in and starts doing inspections, I guarantee you within minutes it'll be posted on there. Those reviews don't go away. So when other drivers are looking for a place to stop for the night and they're researching what truck stop they want to stop at or fuel at or whatever, they're going to see that review. And they're going to see that every day or every couple days DOT is in there harassing trucks. So they're not going to stop there. The truck stop realizes this is going to hurt their bottom line because they're not going to sell as much fuel or food or parking spaces or whatever. That's why they keep the cops out. The big problem we have is there's a lot of cops that don't know the difference between enforcement and harassment.
Get it. Just get it. He hit every gear. And then went back to, I'm going to start over and go again, and I'm not going to scratch a gear. Get it, driver.
Yeah.
Get it. And we are going to go to respect from Toby here in a second. We're going to show that, and we're going to finish out the show. But thank you guys. We are almost at the 15-minute mark. So we're going to close this out at the top of the hour. So I see the comments. We're trying to balance this as best as possible.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Tony Blevins. This was a post that
Well,
he posted.
then you can't just blow past that and not go to the comments about all the harassment. You're just going to go to respect and not go to all these comments? My God.
Well, that does have to do with respect.
Well, I know, but
absolutely.
okay. Dennis Hicks says, I believe the difference between a truck driver and a quality driver is one who treats this as a profession, not just as a means to make a paycheck. People who treat our industry as a true profession held to a higher standard than those who just drive for a check. Correct. Right. And also on top of that goes for that DOT officer that knows why you're out there, what you're doing, and what you need, and respects it. You know what I'm saying? Because these drivers are getting lumped in the black eye of this industry. I'm hoping to be the steak you put on your black eye. The driver's side is the steak you put on your black eye after you got beat up.
Or your frozen peas.
Or your frozen peas, you got beat up and you're feeling better. Okay? But the black eye of this industry needs to stop. Cops, the DOT needs to actually start batting for you, not against you. It bothers me when they whip out that book and they start writing that ticket and they don't. And I want to look at them and go, you know who delivered that book for you, right, pal? And now you're going to use it against me, you bastard. Point being is the respect level of this industry and the respect towards each other is at an all-time low on top of just the regular four-wheelers. Okay. Right. The fact, if we try to blend those two and we want to put those two together, how's that going to work right now? Not too good.
Right. But you can see why a lot of drivers are pretty upset and disgruntled. I mean, all those around. I mean, you have disrespect amongst each other. You have disrespect at the places that you go, okay, whether it's the shippers or receivers who don't allow you to either go into their restrooms or they put a porta potty out there, or the conditions that when you do go to some of these truck stops, that the conditions of the showers or the bathrooms are disgusting. Then you've got the DOT out there who wants to do a blitz week every 2 seconds and the way that you're treated that way. But you also are the lack of respect with each other in the industry.
And we're going to go to Toby's now. I think we can switch gears, go over to Toby, but real quick.
So let's go to the post.
We'll go with Trucking with V first. We'll go to her comment. We'll go to a couple comments, and then we'll go into Toby's post, and then grab a couple more gears and keep going. Yeah. All right, get it. All right, Trucking with V says, I come with policy procedures and an attitude of my own. Nowadays, I have found cussing and coffee and cigs has consumed me. Self-change is going to happen. Right. And I think self-change for the industry needs to happen. And I think that's where it starts with ourselves. And it also starts with me. Great comment, because I'm forced to look at myself. It starts with me calming down, putting a show together and not being everywhere, taking the time out to read the comment from Mike McPherson, realize what he said, realize what I'm doing, realize the outcome it's producing, and finding out, like every driver's supposed to have an out, and grab that gear and get to that out. And I think that's where we're at right now. We have to find a gear to grab that's going to get us out of the spotlight of the stigma of the bad truck driver, the unprofessional, the pig, the road piece of crap, and the guy that's just in my way. He's not delivering what I need to perform my job today. He's just in my way. Right. All right, let me grab a gear and let's go to Toby Belvin's respect comment. Let's go over to the brands. Let's go ahead and pull this up, and I believe it is right here. Toby Belvin says over on the driver's side group, it was a comment, it was a post that says, so last night we agreed that there is a lack of respect between drivers, that we can't build a stand to make change until respect is returned to our industry. With that being said, let's hear some ideas on how we can begin to build the respect. What can those of us who have been in this industry for years and just decades do? Please comment your ideas. And I believe we already got one, and that's Trucking with V. Right. She realized that the cigarettes, the cussing, and all this was consuming her, and it was bleeding out into her industry, which a lot of other things happen in this industry which cause that effect. Right. It's pushing it back out in the industry, and it's what can drivers, veterans of this industry do to hopefully make it better, to reach out to the young ones because, well, that's who's going to have this industry eventually later on down the line, like rig writer Jeremy Harless. He's going to take this industry from us.
Right. And there were some good comments. There were some
great comments.
There were some great
Phil,
comments.
I mean,
from the
veterans.
Yeah.
Veterans that have been in this industry for 40 years. Phil Hall's male. That guy's been with the driver's side for 5-6 years.
Well,
and he made a comment, and when certain people comment, and I see that name, I go, "Oh God, what is he saying?" It's been a year since he's made a comment. I obviously did something right. You see what I'm saying, though? Because these drivers, they'll go in the back row and they'll sit there and they'll wait for Wayne to show up. Oh, Wayne's out playing with the kids again. Just saying.
So, of course, as far as respect, and I'm the little researcher and bookworm, so I wanted to go in. What does respect actually mean? What does that mean? I mean, he's asking a question. What can we do to restore it? Well, first of all, you should know what the heck respect means, okay?
Well,
and how to apply those things.
Daryl Martin says, and I say it again: respect is not earned. What are we willing to invest to gain? And I say it again: respect is not earned. What are we willing to invest to gain respect? I thought respect is earned.
It is earned.
Well, I think go ahead, babe.
In that there's ways of showing respect, and that's with everybody, and it's simple things that all of us, and that's all of us can do, okay? And this is and this is including, I'm going to, because we do have a lot more of the general population, the four-wheelers, who have joined the program with us. So you guys out there, if you're hearing this, okay, this is really, really important as well, okay? It's not just respect within the industry with those, it's with things that you can do also, of showing respect to the driver and giving them space and what they need to get their job done. And perhaps they might show a little respect back, okay? If you guys would constantly stop cutting them off, okay? If you stop,
as you see up on your screen right now.
Right. Stop every time that you go into a truck stop, okay, that you're irritated because you can't get up to your coffee line or anything else at the stores. Okay, this is driver on driver. Okay, driver on driver hate. But there's things that all of us can do is to control the anger and what we're feeling inside too, of showing the other respect. Okay, we're talking about, go to that one with you guys. Okay, that is ridiculous as far as at truck stops. All the littering and
the trash
okay, that goes on. And
which bothers me because it lumps the professional. And I know Daryl Martin walks his trash to the trash can. I know Toby walks his trash to the trash can. I know Kelly Shane does. I know Rooster does. I know they all do. Dennis, they all walk their trash to a trash can.
Right.
But this shit right here that happens, and it's not just truck drivers, it's four-wheelers too, coming into the travel plazas and throwing their piss bottles or their trash and not respecting the truck driver's workspace.
Right. Or their backyard.
Okay? Or their house. Or their front yard, whatever this is to you.
By doing this.
To me, it's a lack of respect to the professional within the industry that walks his trash to the trash can. And you want to know why you have a lot of paid parking? Well, here you go. They got to pay somebody to pick this up, and they got to find the money somewhere.
Right.
But again, it shouldn't fall on the driver. It should fall on the people that are traveling the highways.
Right.
Stop it. I'm tired of these drivers not getting the respect they deserve in their workplace, and they instead they get this from these people that sit in cubicles all day long with their coffee that they just got from a truck driver.
Right.
What the fuck is wrong with you, lady?
Right. So this goes all the way around, and that was our point. Okay.
What about this one here? What are these people talking about?
Body language. So when you go out and you see someone who's doing this, and you know that they're angry, you know that they're in there. Okay, they're just in their own little angry world, okay? So there's a lot to do.
Well, there's some body language for you, huh? Hey, I love you. I'm your number one fan, truck driver. Yeah, you're number one. Son of a bitch.
And that goes all the way around, okay? This is all the way around as far as respect.
I mean, but then you get a professional like Daryl Martin that gets stuck with this top bathroom up there or this crap.
Right.
You know, I mean,
disgusting.
And they don't have the, to no end. To no end. It's time that this stigma's got to go away. Well, how do we get there?
Well, and so he said, what are some things that we can do within the industry as far as bringing respect back? Okay, so there's actually quite a list of things that you can do to be respectful. Okay.
Well, hold on. I like what Mr. Livingston says.
Mm-hmm.
He says it. I'll give you my respect. You can earn my disrespect. Get it.
Right. Nice.
Breaker 19. We got some hell of a truth coming down the line.
Right.
Get it. Yeah. I love that. I love that right there. And check him out. He's a YouTuber. This is a traveling man right here. This dude rocks. He should be a rock star in this industry. Just saying, bro. I respect the hell out of him. I share your stuff too, by the way.
Nice.
I love it. He's over on YouTube. The guy's a traveling man. He does interviews. Doing it for a hot minute. He hit 10,000 subscribers. The dude's rocking it. Driver driven, just saying, bro.
Right.
Get it. I get so happy when I see respectful people in this industry watching this program. It just means we're doing something right. Go ahead.
I want it because I'm going to go to Daryl Martin's.
Daryl Martin is right here.
Right. Buy a coffee for a total stranger in a truck stop and see what kind of respect you got. It works. Right. And that's
Not
just
just
kindness.
that. Not
That's
just
kindness.
Not just that. Not just respect. But watch the reaction. You go, whoa. What? Am I being killed? Is there poison in it? People are crazy these days. When you buy something for somebody, they freak out.
Yeah.
When you do a what is that? The act of kindness.
Yeah.
A random act of kindness.
Right.
I definitely promote that. That's
But
fun.
you're right, Daryl. I mean, and that is a sweet way of doing it. But I have a little list.
Yes, exactly. Judy says, Mr. Livingston. Sorry, Sheila.
Can I get to my list?
Yes, I would. What about them? What about their comments? Can we get to their comments?
Yeah.
You're worried about what you wrote down. Let me shut up.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. So here's
Breaker 19. How are you still alive, dude?
here's just a few suggestions. Okay, as far as some of the articles that I was reading, as far as showing more respect towards others. To listen.
My speaker's out. I can't hear you. Having audio issues.
Okay.
I can't hear you. Ah! What? What?
All right.
What?
Oh my gosh. To be empathetic.
Empathy. Okay. Oh God.
To show empathy. You know, we don't always know. So people who have that body posture or anything else that looks like they're down or anything, you don't know what that other person is going through.
You don't know what you're selling.
We are in a world in a crisis right now for a lot of people, and we don't know. They could have lost their home. They could have lost. We just don't know. And instead of taking that body language or that sign as that they're being disrespectful to you, or maybe they are perhaps because of what they're going through. But if we show a little empathy, it goes a long way.
Can you show me some
Yes,
empathy?
go ahead.
Mike McPherson says we have to respect ourselves before we respect others. Right?
Yeah.
Do some self inventory, guys. Check yourself before you wreck yourself is what I'm going to say there. Get it, driver. Thank you,
Right.
Mike. Appreciate that. We are at the 53-minute mark, honey. We got 7 minutes left of the show. Shelly Conway says she don't look good in orange. That's why you're still alive.
I don't look good in orange either.
Breaker
Is that
19.
the
Wayne,
flag
remember they
protection?
stick together, driver. They're going to go on in attack mode. Watch out. They do have murder hornets. Thank you, driver. My speaker's back. Appreciate that.
All right, so we got another one that says, keep in mind that approaches, ideas, and opinions differ from other people, and none is wrong, okay? No one has the absolute truth, meaning that it's okay that everyone has a different opinion. It's just how you have it. You don't have to force that other person to agree.
Can you
with
pump your brakes right
idea.
there on that one, ma'am? I'd like to talk about that for a second. Repeat what you just said.
Which one?
Repeat.
That no one has the absolute truth?
No. Keep
Oh.
going.
That keep in mind that approaches, ideas, and opinions differ from other
Bam!
people.
Stop right there.
And none is wrong.
Opinions.
Right.
You know, and before we go to the opinion, Gary says, respect, treat people the way you want to be treated. If they treat you differently, treat them accordingly. Woo. Woo. But I want to talk about opinion, Wayne. Go back to opinion, driver. Because if you give your opinion today, you get attacked. People seem to attack you for having an opinion. So if you think an event was a flop, they might attack you for having that type of opinion. Point being is people are allowed to have opinions. And people that are attacking people to have opinions, including myself, that I've attacked people because I didn't like their opinion. Well, guess what? It's their right.
Right.
They have the right to feel the way they want. And I don't have the right to put my anger on them because I don't agree with their opinion.
Right.
I need to, like Gary said, respect people and treat people the way you want to be treated.
Right.
Well, I need to respect their opinion like I expect them to respect my opinion. I'm just saying it feels like we're at a time in this world to where if you have an opinion about something and you feel a certain way, you're attacked or you're just a piece of crap. And I've done very good on cussing today.
Yeah.
It just dawned on me. But thank you, guys, for your comments. But thank you for bringing up opinion.
Right.
Because I feel like today's world, and it's not just this industry, if you have an opinion, you get attacked.
Right. Well, and that's the thing is that everyone has a right to their own opinion, and you may not like it. And this is where it comes back into the comment: respect yourself. It's how you as a person are controlling. Respect yourself, and that, you know what, they're gonna try to argue with me because I have a different opinion. Yeah. That you don't need to do that, and to control your anger and not let the other person get to you so much that you have to feel like you lash out and that your anger comes out. Yes.
Breaker 19, Wayne, they're already planning their attack on you for tomorrow.
Yes.
Watch out for the women. You're going to be alone. Okay, remember what your mother told you. They're the most powerful thing in the world. You only participate on giving that life. Oh no!
Oh,
I can't wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a great episode. We're reaching the top of the hour, guys. We've got to start wrapping it up. We got to get to final thoughts, closing thoughts, and then wrap it up and get on out of here and grab a gear and head on out. Daryl Martin, I appreciate all your comments. All you guys, I appreciate your comments. Alex, this is a name I don't recognize. He's been here this week. I feel like this is a new viewer, and I appreciate all of you guys. Alex says, as my dad used to say, overpower them with kindness, even if they have an attitude. Be surprised how fast their attitude will sometimes change.
Right.
Breaker 19, that's your mom checking in, right. Wayne. That's a woman working through a man saying, kill him with kindness, pal. Oh boy.
Right.
Right.
And yeah,
Unit driver, thank you. Thank you for pulling that in. Thank you for reeling that in.
Right. And
that's awesome.
Don't let the other person, because of that they're angry. Don't let them trigger you to become angry and lash back out. So if it looks like the driver is angry, ask him, hey, buddy, are you okay? How's your day going? I hope it gets better for you. And move on.
Breaker, eastbound. What's it look like? I'm going eastbound. Eastbound going westbound. I already blew that. Hey, eastbound. What's it look like? All right, driver, 4 fingers and a thumb.
Okay, so
it's basically you're asking that driver what's it look like in the direction he's coming from, because you're going into it. And when you say 4 fingers and a thumb, you're waving high. Start waving at the driver passing by.
Right.
Just start. You know what? Just step out of your dysfunctional zone,
right,
and step into something positive today. I just hope that we brought a show today that was of quality. Okay, that shed some light on respect, because like Mike McPherson did, and all of you guys over there, you're shedding light on how I'm disrespecting my wife in certain ways, and that I need to get my act together, because it's very disrespectful to cut my wife off and to not give her opportunity to have her floor and her say, because all of the hard work that she actually puts in. Okay, that is absolutely unbelievable. No matter where you go, you're going to find notes about the trucking industry. And the fact of the matter is, if I don't let her have the floor, then I'm just another blabbering husband that doesn't give the respect to the wife that she deserves and is rightfully hers, is what I'm trying to say. I'm growing as a man. I'm learning. I'm not the perfect person in this world. My father told me there was one perfect person in this world, son, and they put holes in his hands. You figure it out. At the end of the day, that's my best friend, my business partner, and my beautiful wife. Thank you for all your hard work. And I'm sorry for all the things that I've done up to this point, but I don't regret it, because it's just going to push me to be the man that my mother raised me to be, and the husband that you deserve to have. I said this to my pastor yesterday. I said, Pastor, I just want to be the man. I want to be that man that fell in love with my wife when I was younger. because that's what she actually signed up for. She didn't sign up for the guy that went through a bunch of crap and picked up all this luggage on the way and decided to bring it to a marriage. She fell in love with a man that told her at 12, I'm going to marry you. But she was 16, so she didn't know. Point being is if I don't learn to respect, let alone myself, I'm not going to respect my wife. And then I'm not going to respect you guys, and this platform just goes away. And I'm not trying to go anywhere. I'm trying to be here for a lifetime. And I'm trying to pass this on to somebody else to where the drivers have a side all the time. At the end of the day, you guys are the heartbeat of America, and you should be treated that way. Always keep your shiny side up, rubber side down, and do you have any closing thoughts, my love?
Wow.
Sorry. Wow, what?
Okay.
What? Well, where are you at, bro? Sorry. Did I do something wrong?
You were like, you cracked
Trying.
me up.
I'm trying, bro.
Guys,
And I get laughed at. I
tomorrow,
don't understand this.
He just started
Man,
closing it out and then asked me if I have anything
I
to say.
stopped
He
myself.
went on for 10 minutes over there that whole time. I'm
Breaker 19, man, did you see it? The only thing she noticed was the thing I did wrong.
oh my goodness gracious. And I totally appreciate it.
It's bullshit.
And he started going,
Bullshit. You degraded me right away. Yeah, you went on for 10 fucking minutes, pal. Shut up already. What the
oh my
No, she done. Ronald said she has tears now. What are you smoking, Ronald? She's got laughter. Tears of laughter. Who are you bullshitting, pal?
Oh my
Come
God.
on, bro.
Oh,
You got me hung out to dry like
I
a.
love
You
you.
got me out there like a super trucker.
No, I love you, and I do appreciate everything that you say. And
I'm
as far as
trying,
closing
man.
thoughts, no, I think we all just need. My closing thoughts are, I think, is that is if everyone's a little kinder, honestly, and gets themselves out of their feelings of the bull crap that's going on, and just be a little kinder to people. Okay, I think that's just going to go a long way, and respect their space.
James Simmons says
Respect
you're
the
good,
area.
brother. He found his inner zen. I'm finding myself. He's right though. You know, it's important that comes to light, and it's happening on camera. I'm cool with that.
Right.
Cool with that because there's one thing I'm not going to do is hide. I'm tired of
Yeah.
hiding. I'm just tired.
And
of
I
it.
agree.
All right. So where are we at? Are we done?
We are, and that was my closing thoughts on it. Just be a little kinder.
All right. So Mike
Respect
McPherson.
other people's space and
Mike
their
McPherson
belongings
says,
in their
listen,
area.
Let's end it with my buddy Baba Booey. I love this guy.
Aw.
You the way you raise your kids and the way you treat your wife and family, it inspires people, Mike. It inspires me to be a better man. Where you're at in your career inspires me to be better at this so that I can bring your story to light. Judy, over on TikTok, and she's over here. She's you mean a lot to me. James Simmons, that comment means everything to me. All you guys, Ronald, Daryl, everybody, Phil, Amigo, Tristan. I can go on and on and on, but we'll be here for days, and we got to be back here tomorrow morning, so we got to get some rest. Are we done?
Yeah.
All right, let me get to the brands. Do I have anything else I want to show these guys that we pulled up for today? And the one thing I'm not going to do is play by the rules. We'll be right back.
But try to play cool, baby. I ain't playing by your rules. Everything look better with a view. Why you always in the mood? Fuck around like I'm brand new. I ain't trying to tell you what to do, but try to play cool, baby. I ain't playing by rules.
Remember, guys, you're the heartbeat of America. You should be treated like the heartbeat of America. Always keep that shy side up, rubber side down, and to make money in the trucking industry. What do you got to do, baby?
You gotta keep your left door closed.
Here's your feel-good pity of the day. Have a great day, everybody.
In a galaxy far, far away lives a magical creature. You may have heard them be called pipples, pitties, house hippos, and pibbles. Beware of this creature as they will most certainly steal your heart, along with your bed. Pipples are magical, wonderful creatures. They are deserving of love and kindness from all beings.